Imagine a shadow moving across the ocean, vast and gray, stretching for miles as it glides silently over the waves. This is not just any shadow, it's the unmistakable outline of one of the most powerful machines ever built by human hands. The aircraft carrier stretches nearly 1,000 feet from bow to stern, longer than 3 football fields placed end to end. Its immense size dominates the horizon, a floating fortress that commands attention and respect wherever it sails. This is no ordinary ship, it's a floating city, a fortress of steel carrying a nation's air force. Its decks are alive with activity, as aircraft are readied for missions, and the crew works around the clock to keep everything running smoothly. Fighter jets sit on its deck, ready to launch at a moment's notice. Each jet is a symbol of speed and precision, capable of reaching distant targets and returning safely to their moving home at sea. This is an aircraft carrier, a complex machine built to project power globally. It is both a shield and a sword, able to defend allies or strike at threats thousands of miles from home. Its presence alone can change the course of events. The arrival of a carrier can deter aggression, reassure allies, and send a clear message to the world about a nation's resolve. Picture a skyscraper lying on its side, cruising through the waves at over 30 knots. Despite its massive size, it moves with surprising speed and agility, able to reposition itself quickly in response to global events. Thousands of sailors and aviators live and work within its steel hull, forming a tightly knit community. Each person has a vital role, from pilots and engineers to cooks and medics, all working together in harmony. The ship is a self-contained world with power plants, kitchens, and hospitals. It generates its own electricity, purifies water, and provides everything needed for months at sea, including medical care and fresh meals for the crew. It can operate for months without needing to return to port. With the ability to refuel and resupply at sea, the carrier remains on station, ready to respond to any crisis at a moment's notice. The carrier is a sovereign piece of territory, a mobile embassy of military might. Wherever it goes, it carries the flag and the values of its nation, serving as a powerful symbol of presence and commitment. It travels with a powerful naval formation, including cruisers, destroyers, and submarines. These escorts provide layers of protection, forming a shield around the carrier and extending its reach even further. This carrier strike group is a formidable presence, controlling vast areas of ocean and airspace. Together, they can launch coordinated operations, respond to threats, and maintain security across entire regions. The carrier is the queen on this strategic chessboard, the centerpiece around which all other pieces move. Its decisions and movements shape the outcome of conflicts and the balance of power at sea. When you see an aircraft carrier, you witness a legacy of naval innovation spanning over a century. From the earliest wooden decks to today's steel giants, each carrier tells a story of progress and adaptation. From early experiments to today's nuclear-powered supercarriers, the journey has been remarkable. Modern carriers can sail for decades without refueling, harnessing the power of the atom to stay at sea longer than ever before. Each generation of carriers has adapted to new technologies and threats. Advanced radar, electronic warfare systems, and cutting-edge aircraft ensure that the carrier remains at the forefront of naval warfare. They represent the pinnacle of naval engineering and the enduring importance of sea power. As long as nations rely on the oceans for trade and security, the aircraft carrier will remain a symbol of strength, innovation, and the ability to shape the world from the sea. An aircraft carrier is much more than just a ship. It's a floating airbase, a marvel of engineering, and a symbol of national power that sails the world's oceans. As a mobile platform, it brings aviation power to any ocean, projecting strength and influence wherever it goes. Unlike fixed airbases on land, a carrier can travel hundreds of miles in a single day, making it incredibly difficult to predict or counter. This mobility is a major strategic advantage, allowing the carrier to appear where it's needed most, often with little warning. It enables rapid crisis response, launching aircraft within minutes, and does so without needing permission from other countries to operate in their territory. The carrier brings its own sovereign territory wherever it sails, operating as a piece of its home nation, no matter how far from shore. On its deck, the carrier launches and recovers a wide variety of aircraft, each designed for specific missions: fighters, surveillance planes, electronic warfare jets, and more, all playing vital roles in the carrier's operations. Below deck, the carrier stores vast amounts of fuel, powerful weapons, and essential spare parts. It also houses the pilots, mechanics, and support crew who keep everything running smoothly, creating a self-sustaining floating city. With this capability, the carrier transforms into a powerful instrument of national policy, able to influence events and project power far from home shores, reassuring allies and deterring adversaries. The carrier's air wing is its sword and shield, a carefully balanced mix of aircraft, each with a specific job, working together to defend the fleet and strike targets when needed. FA-18 Super Hornets are the workhorses, handling both air-to-air combat and ground attack missions, ready to respond to any threat. The E-2 Hawkeye acts as the fleet's eyes in the sky, using its powerful radar to detect threats and coordinate operations from miles away. EA-18G Growlers provide essential electronic warfare support, jamming enemy radar and communications to protect the fleet and ensure mission success. This integrated team of aircraft and crew allows the carrier to perform a wide range of missions, from combat operations to humanitarian aid and disaster relief. Living and working on a floating airbase presents unique challenges. Space is tight, privacy is rare, and the ship never truly sleeps. Work happens around the clock, with sailors and crew members performing critical tasks day and night, often in cramped and noisy conditions. The environment is loud, fast-paced, and demanding, requiring constant communication, teamwork, and professionalism to keep operations safe and efficient. Every sailor, from the newest recruit to the most experienced officer, knows their job is vital to the mission's success. Each person's dedication and skill keep the carrier running smoothly. Ultimately, it's this human element, the determination, expertise, and teamwork of the crew, that is the true secret to the aircraft carrier's effectiveness and enduring power on the world stage. To understand an aircraft carrier, you must grasp its anatomy. At its core, it's a massive steel structure for operating aircraft at sea. The flight deck is the ship's runway, over 4 acres in size. Below it are many levels, each with a specific function. The island is the command center, housing navigation and flight control. The hangar bay is the main garage and maintenance workshop. Giant elevators connect the hangar bay to the flight deck. The rest of the ship is a labyrinth of passages and compartments. It contains living quarters, engineering spaces, and storage areas. The ship is a self-sufficient city, sustaining its population at sea. Every part of this anatomy supports the mission of projecting air power. The design balances size, speed, and stability. It's a marvel of naval architecture. The flight deck is a dangerous, exciting workplace. It's a choreographed environment where every movement is precise. The deck is organized into areas for launching and landing aircraft. A non-skid surface provides traction, marked with lines guiding pilots. Beneath the flight deck, the hangar bay is the main workshop. Aircraft are moved between the hangar and flight deck via elevators. This cycle ensures the flight deck isn't crowded, allowing high sortie rates. The integration of the flight deck and hangar bay makes the carrier formidable. The color-coded system on the deck allows clear communication. Everyone knows their role, ensuring safety and efficiency. Modern supercarriers are powered by nuclear fission. 2 nuclear reactors generate heat, boiling water to create steam. This steam drives turbines connected to the ship's propellers. Nuclear power offers incredible endurance, allowing carriers to operate for decades without refueling. This gives the ship unlimited range and strategic advantage. The reactors generate enormous electrical power, running all ship systems. This includes catapults, air conditioning, and water purification. The abundance of power supports future technologies like lasers. Operating nuclear reactors requires high safety standards. Sailors undergo years of training before operating reactors. The U.S. Navy has a perfect safety record with nuclear-powered ships. This is a testament to their design and operator skill. Launching a jet from a moving runway is an engineering feat that combines raw power, precision, and split-second timing. The flight deck of an aircraft carrier is a hive of activity, with every crew member playing a vital role in the process. This incredible launch is made possible by a steam-powered catapult system, a marvel of naval engineering that has evolved over decades to safely and efficiently send jets into the sky. The catapult accelerates the aircraft to flight speed in just a few seconds, hurling the jet from 0 to over 150 miles per hour in the blink of an eye. This rapid acceleration is essential, as the short runway of the carrier leaves no room for error. The launch process is incredibly precise, with aircraft launching every 30 to 45 seconds. Each launch is carefully coordinated, ensuring maximum safety and efficiency on the crowded deck. recovering aircraft is equally challenging, requiring a sophisticated arresting gear system that brings incoming jets to a halt in a matter of seconds. Pilots must aim to snag one of several arresting cables stretched across the deck with a tailhook attached to their jet, stopping the aircraft abruptly and safely. The landing process is often described as a controlled crash, with pilots relying on the guidance of a landing signal officer, who helps them make split-second adjustments for a safe touchdown. Pilots approach the deck at full power, ready to take off again instantly if they miss the cables, a maneuver known as a bolter. This technique ensures that if the jet doesn't catch a cable, it has enough speed to become airborne again and circle around for another attempt, keeping both pilot and aircraft safe. The combination of skill, advanced technology, and seamless teamwork makes these high-stakes landings and launches possible day or night, in all kinds of weather. The carrier's ability to launch and recover aircraft is a testament to its extraordinary engineering and the relentless training of its crew. It's a ballet of steel and steam, a symphony of controlled power and human coordination, where every movement is choreographed for safety and success. Ultimately, the dedication, discipline, and teamwork of the crew are the true sources of the carrier's strength, making these complex operations look almost effortless. The aircraft carrier is a key instrument of power projection. It establishes air superiority and conducts strike missions. Its mobility allows it to strike from unexpected directions. Beyond combat, it plays a role in diplomacy and deterrence. The presence of a carrier strike group sends a powerful message. It reassures allies and deters adversaries. Carriers also respond to natural disasters, providing aid and relief. They maintain freedom of the seas, protecting vital shipping lanes. The carrier acts as a guardian of global commerce and stability. Carriers face challenges like advanced anti-ship missiles. Navies develop new defenses to counter these threats. The cost of building and operating carriers is immense. Debates arise about their value versus other military needs. New technologies like emails improve carrier efficiency. Future carriers will integrate manned and unmanned systems. UAVs will perform missions without risking pilots. The hybrid air wing extends the carrier's reach. Carriers will continue to evolve, adapting to new threats. They remain the centerpiece of naval power. The silhouette of a carrier is a potent symbol of power. The aircraft carrier has been the queen of the seas for over a century. It shifted naval warfare from battleships to air power. The carrier is a tool of diplomacy, a symbol of national resolve. It's a testament to human ingenuity and teamwork. The coordination required to operate a carrier is remarkable. The dedication of the crew is the true source of its strength. The carrier's mobility, flexibility, and self-sufficiency remain relevant. It allows nations to respond globally, protecting interests and allies. The carrier will adapt to new technologies and challenges. It will remain a floating fortress and a symbol of global security. The silhouette of a carrier on the horizon is a sign of power.